Taurus, this is your weekly general reading for January 5th through the 11th, 2020. What has Taurus got this week? Got the bow and arrow, kind of pointed upward. I am seeing for you that there is going to be a victory. That's a good thing. Also a connection between heaven and earth, or mutual ground between two opposites. Community involvement and anything can happen stone, which is great. But we do have this healing stone. So I'm wondering, Taurus, if there was something you've just been through within the community, or if the community is aware of a battle that you've currently gone through that you are healing from. But you are victorious, so must have been a tough battle, to say the least. You got to heal from a victory. It's not a lot of fun. All right. Okay, you got to be careful here. You recently took some time out, either in the most recent past or right now. You have taken that time out for yourself to reconnect with yourself in your inner truth and your inner knowing, and maybe even with the divine and spirit, to really grow in that way. And you needed that. And this is a huge thing. You are ready to come out of that. You are ready to face the world now, as almost a brand new person here. Oh, it goes up there. Okay. And that would be your victory, I would say. That's fantastic. We got that Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I think you were hoping to be able to be charitable here. Being that it's in the reverse, we may not be dealing with something so charitable with people around you. So that could also be is that you kind of hoped that people would understand like you do after this inner journey that you had, that people could see the charitable side in life and maybe things would be better. And I think that's kind of what you're desiring. There is that community stone. So I do think that you really have found a pathway within the community, and that you are grateful for and victorious in finding. And I think you're hoping to spread that to others. Something that is in your way, the main obstacle, is this King of Cups in the upright, which I don't know why he would be, okay? He is in the upright. He's not a bad guy. We will find out, okay? And then you have an attitude of, worrying so much about something that it's keeping you up at night. We don't want to hold on to that. And the outcome would be this Knight of Swords in the reverse. Be very careful. If you are on a crusade or a pursuit to spread truth or to grab justice, when we have this Knight of Swords in reverse, it can become arrogant, okay? And on top of that, it can become a little harsh. It can also be that we have gone out into a situation that we don't have all the details or clear understanding to, and we're waging a war on something that we don't even understand. We could be running into a snake pit, okay? So we need to be very careful when we see that Knight of Swords in reverse, especially as the outcome. So this ended up being very positive for you. And, you had come to this fork in the road in your journey in life. And I think that's when you decided you needed to take that time out. It has been fruitful for you. It has made you very strong as a person, which is fantastic. Moving on. These goals of preserving money and almost being an authoritarian with money have to do with your family life and your children, okay? That's strange. So we have this King of Cups in the upright, who's your obstacle. And we have this snake next to him. And he's not even in the reverse, which is so weird. I'm going to take it as he is a snake. This may be how he presents himself. Everybody may see him as this generous, well-balanced individual who maybe is very good with listening to the way people feel and is very strong and wise at giving advice. And that may be how he looks to a lot of people. That you have this community card, okay? And so I think the community is totally oblivious to who this guy really is, okay? And there's that snake. So really, I'm kind of seeing that this obstacle is this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces masculine energy that's coming in the community and has the whole community completely fooled, okay? And he's just an a-hole. And then we have the situation where you may be in the position where you have to sacrifice a marriage or sacrifice an engagement, and you're really, really worried about this. So worried it's keeping you up at night. Has this person manipulated people into believing that, oh God, I don't know here. I'm not even seeing this as love per se. We do have that engagement. I wonder if somebody is being falsely accused, because remember how I said he should be in the reverse? I wonder if an entire community is falsely accusing this individual with something, and you're feeling like you have to sacrifice an engagement with this person or something because they, who knows, they may end up going to prison. For something they didn't do. And that's why I think we have that Six of Pentacles in reverse too. I don't think you're feeling very generous with the community because of what that community is doing here to your family. And this may even be your child. Like, not a child, but if you're older and you have a son that is going through this in his own community where he's being blamed and bullied for everything, and he really did nothing wrong. He's just sitting over here in the upright like, okay, guys, you know, this could be a few bad people in the community really slandering a family member of yours. Maybe you're worried, maybe if this is your child, you're worried that their fiance is going to sacrifice. I mean, that could very well be here. But I am seeing that victory, okay? So that's the good news. We're going to have to find that mutual understanding when the community is involved as well, okay? This sounds tricky. And there will be healing, even if you guys do have a victory. It's going to take a lot of healing. Because after something like that, I mean, slander is just one of those things that takes sometimes years to heal from, even when you are victorious in, you know, proving the truth. So really, that's what I'm seeing for this. The outcome here is positive. I think that this is going to be one of those situations where you go out you know, to declare the truth, declare, and that's that message going out. This is very positive though. This is very enlightened. So I think it's going to maybe come off as harsh, but I don't think it's out of unclear head or an unclear conscience. Okay. And if you have to harshly send that message out there, then do so. That might be all right. Sometimes, you know, I mean, obviously if somebody was slandered in an act of deceit, okay, somebody has every reason to be furious or livid, okay? The Fire Prince, optimism and aggression. Okay, yeah, that is where we are. Let's not lead ourselves into an aggressive act though, okay? Again, let's be careful. We need to remain optimistic because what's going to happen here is very positive. The truth is going to end up coming out. It is okay to go out and tell the truth and remain optimistic that people are going to hear that, all right? But to become aggressive is almost uncertain, because at that point you could get into, once you become aggressive, you lose control, and you know, it could be even become violent. So let's not do that. Let's do our best to hold on to our dignity and focus on healing and focus just on assertively telling the truth. Good luck, you guys.